Have you ever felt it? That gnawing, insidious ache in your chest when you scroll through a feed, or hear a friend's success story, or simply look around at the bustling world, and a voice whispers, "You're not enough." It's one of life's greatest pains, isn't it? The relentless comparison of ourselves to others, a cruel thief that steals our joy, leaving behind only shadows of sadness and despair. Imagine a young man named Ethan. He was bright, kind, and had a gentle spirit, but he was trapped in this very cycle. Every morning, he woke with a sense of dread, knowing he'd measure himself against everyone. His friend, Mark, had just launched a wildly successful startup. His cousin, Sarah, was traveling the world, posting breathtaking photos daily. Ethan felt stuck in a job that paid the bills, but ignited no passion, living a life he perceived as utterly ordinary. He'd spend hours dissecting their achievements, confidence, and effortless grace, then turn that sharp, critical gaze inward, finding only flaws and shortcomings. Why wasn't he as ambitious as Mark? Why wasn't he as adventurous as Sarah? His unique talents, quiet thoughtfulness, artistic eye, they all faded into insignificance. When placed beside the dazzling accomplishments of others, he was like a fish, yearning to soar through the sky, constantly frustrated by its inability to fly like a bird, forgetting the boundless wonder of its own aquatic world. One gloomy afternoon, Ethan found himself in the local arboretum, a sprawling expanse of trees from around the world. He sat on a bench, lost in his familiar melancholic thoughts, when an elderly man approached him. This was Mr. Joe, the Arboretum's longtime caretaker, known for his quiet wisdom and gentle smile. "A penny for your thoughts, young man," Mr. Joe asked, his eyes twinkling. Ethan sighed, just feeling inadequate. "Mr. Joe, everyone else seems to be thriving, finding their purpose, shining so brightly, and I just feel like a forgotten sapling in a forest of mighty oaks." Mr. Joe chuckled softly, then gestured around them. "Look at this forest, Ethan. Do you see on the oaks? There are towering redwoods, graceful willows, sturdy maples, delicate cherry blossoms. Each one is different, wouldn't you agree? Each has its own unique bark, its own leaf shape, its own way of growing, its own season to bloom or bear fruit. Would it make sense for the willow to feel sad because it's not as robust as the oak? Or for the cherry blossom to despair because it doesn't grow as tall as the redwood?" Ethan looked around, really seeing the trees for the first time, not as a uniform mass, but as individual wonders. "No, I suppose not," he murmured. "Exactly," Mr. Joe continued. "Each tree has its own special qualities, its own role in the ecosystem. Its worth isn't determined by how it compares to another tree, but by simply being itself, by growing to its fullest potential in its own way. Your path, your strengths, your unique light, they are just as distinct and valuable as anyone else's. Comparing yourself to another is as meaningless as a fish wishing it could fly like a bird. It simply doesn't make sense, because you are not meant to be a bird. You are meant to be a magnificent fish, exploring the depths of your own ocean." The words resonated deeply with Ethan. He had spent so long trying to measure his depth by the height of someone else's flight. Mr. Joe's simple analogy began to untangle the knots in his mind. He started to understand that his focus had been entirely misplaced. Instead of longing for someone else's journey, he needed to discover his own strengths, nurture them, and follow the unique path that was meant for him. Over the following weeks, Ethan began a quiet revolution within himself. He started small, identifying the things he genuinely enjoyed and was good at, not what others celebrated. He found joy in sketching, a hobby he'd abandoned years ago. He rediscovered his knack for storytelling, sharing anecdotes with friends that always made them laugh. He realized his thoughtful nature made him a wonderful listener, and people often sought his calm presence. He wasn't building a tech empire or backpacking across continents, but he was cultivating his own inner garden, tending to his unique flowers. Slowly, almost imperceptibly, the heavy weight of comparison lifted, as he stopped looking over his shoulder at what others were doing and instead focused on cultivating his own gifts. Something remarkable happened. His self-confidence, long dormant, began to return. Life, once a dull, gray landscape of inadequacy, started to feel fresher, more interesting. vibrant, with possibilities he hadn't seen before. True success, he realized, wasn't about outshining others. It was about shining brightly as himself. Remember, Tis, the sun and the moon do not shine at the same time, but both are incredibly important. Each has its own magnificent purpose, its own unique light, its own essential role in guiding us through day and night. You, too, possess your own unique value, your own brilliance. Stop comparing yourself. Embrace who you are. Discover your strengths, focus on your path, and watch as your life transforms into the masterpiece it was always meant to be. The world needs your unique light.